guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Avengers vs. X-Men Consequences, issue 3. And before I start this review, just want to say, sorry I only have 3 comics to review this week. I just didn't get that many. I was planning on getting Wolverine Max and Invincible Iron Man, but they didn't have them in my comic book store, so I only had 3 comics to review this week. So it's definitely a light load, but next week I have a lot of comics to review, so don't worry about it. But let's start the review for Avengers vs. X-Men Consequences issue 3. Let's talk about the cover first. I like the art for this cover. Really a lot of the Avengers vs. X-Men covers have been really good. Concept-wise, maybe not so much, but art-wise it has been really good, and this is no exception. Concept-wise, I'm not loving it, because if you're an Iron Man fan, it's like, oh, well, pick it up for Iron Man, see what happened after Avengers vs. X-Men, the aftermath. And there's only like 1 page of Iron Man, so it's not really that great of concept, because, again, this issue has nothing really to do with Iron Man. It's more of a Cyclops issue, like all these issues kind of have been, because Cyclops was that main story of Avengers vs. X-Men. So, again, I just don't feel like Iron Man should have been part of the cover, but the art was really good, so the cover is eh. Let's talk about the story. Now, from last issue, we got to see Cyclops is being bombarded by these prisoners. Cyclops is obviously not going to be overwhelmed by this, just because he does know his martial arts. He knows everything. He doesn't need his powers to hold his own, and he shows that, and he defeats these prisoners. And we also get an Emma and Kitty conversation, which I probably read like 3 times because I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. We also get Cyclops is trying to escape with like magic, but he's trying to get word from somebody, but we don't know exactly what's going on with that. That was kind of like a cliffhanger in this issue. And we also get Illyana Rasputin. She's, you know, not in prison, so we know she's still around. And Storm kind of just says, alright, go, whatever. So Storm, we don't know what's going on with that. We also get a little glimpse of Hope in her going to her new school and being a normal girl. And her saying, alright, well, I've done the normal girl thing, now I have to go find Cable. Because I know he said not to find him, but I have to. He's my father. So I really like that, because one thing I enjoyed with Hope's character is not, oh, well, you're the Messiah, blah, blah. That could be a little boring, I think, because they didn't really do much with it. They just kind of kept repeating themselves. Well, she's the Messiah of the mutants. She's the Messiah of the mutants. So that got a little boring. But one thing I did like was in a big story arc I really liked with X-Men was Second Coming, and the whole Cable and Hope relationship, and then Cable the series, and I really love their relationship together, and I think that's when the stories were the best. And X-Action kind of let me down on that, so I'm hoping that Cable, either in Cable and the X-Force, they do meet up, even though Cable's probably like, well, have your normal life. That's what you should have, you know, throughout your life. You didn't have a normal life. Do that. So I'm hoping, you know, Hope is like, no, you know, I'm never going to have a normal life, and I don't want normal, I want you, or something like that, something cheesy like that. But I do want to see them kind of get back together and just have that father-daughter relationship, because I do love that, and that's what I really do love about both their characters. So it seems like that's what they're going to leave off to, and I think that's going to happen in Cable and X-Force, but I hope that does happen, and Hope kind of joins the team. I would love to see that, and I think that's what Avengers vs. X-Men Consequences is kind of going into Marvel Now stuff. And I think you realize that with, I think it was issue 2, or maybe it was issue 1, where they really talked a lot about, I think it was issue 1 actually, where they talked about Uncanny Avengers a lot. So I think with this series, it is trying to pull strings to different Marvel Now titles. I think that's what they're trying to do with the Hope thing also. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with Cyclops, but I think he is going to play a big part in Marvel Now. And that last issue, I think it's going to be in 2 weeks, issue 5, is where we're going to see what Cyclops is going to play with Marvel Now. I don't think the Avengers side is really that affected in Consequences. We don't really see, maybe like the Mutant Avengers we do see influence, but this is more of an X-Men title and seeing more of their aftermath. Because yeah, we got that one Iron Man page, but I think what we need to learn more about is like what did happen with Hope, what did happen with Emma Frost, what did happen with Cyclops, and I like that they're attacking those things. And let me mention that I did mention Emma Frost. Now, one thing you guys probably know, I'm a big Kitty Pryde fan, so one thing, if you are a big Kitty Pryde fan, you probably know that Emma and Kitty don't have the best relationship, and their banter in I think Astonishing X-Men was brilliant, and Josh Whedon did an awesome job with that, and they kind of brought that in this issue. And it was just really great seeing Emma in jail and Kitty kind of being the bigger person, saying, you know what, I'm going to leave this conversation because I am the bigger person. And she just, the banter between them, I think it made this issue is my favorite part. I think because I'm a big Kitty Pryde fan, but I love that. I love the banter between those two. And I really did like the Hope scene and just kind of her adjusting and her saying and really connecting to other series. I think with this we get to see connections from years ago. Well, not, you know, recent years, but from titles like Generation Hope. That's what we get, or was it, I think it was Generation Hope or Generation X, what it was. Whatever it was. Her title, her recent title about a year ago that got canceled, and they make references to that title and like her team and how that changed her, and that's how she's surviving school. And I really like that they are making references to the old and they are making references to the new, and I'm really enjoying this. This is my pick of the week. I give it a 4, and I really liked it. The art isn't the best. I think that's one thing I have a complaint about, is that the art really isn't the best. It's okay, but I wish it was a little bit better. But this, I've been saying this with every Avengers vs. X-Men Consequences review, this is a lot better than the main series, and it's worth picking up. If you read Avengers vs. X-Men and you're like, oh, I can't read Consequences, I didn't really like it, nothing happened. Stuff happened here, especially story progression that I wanted with Avengers vs. X-Men. It happens here. So pick this up. It is a really good, solid issue. I give it 4 stars. This is my pick of the week. It is really good, and it's worth picking up if you haven't been reading this, especially if you're into the X-Men, you want to see what happens, you want to see references, you want to see connections. This is the series to pick up. So pick this up. I give it 4 stars. This is my pick of the week. And guys, this is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Comic Uno and the Rand Situations on Twitter. So I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.